Okay, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow fishing accomplices, good morning and welcome back to fishing. So we're about to give it another shot for the Tautog. Obviously not opening day anymore, but still early-ish into the season. You know, we're still in mid-October, and we did very well last time. So we're going back to the more or less same area, though. I'm not going to try and potentially hit up that same general spot, but we'll see. Some of that I have to get through just to get to other areas, so it'd be dumb not to try it if it's open. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can get on some Tautog. I imagine it's gonna be a little bit tougher to get keepers today just because the season's been open. I'm sure people have been hammering them, but I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, they're there, I'll take them. It's the last real hurrah for getting fish to keep, unless I start keeping stripers, which I'm not a huge fan of, but we'll see what happens. I might keep one or two this season in the slot size, lower slot. But otherwise, yeah, we got green crabs this time. We got a lot of them. So one way or another, we're gonna put something together, and things go well, things go really well. We just might have a story to tell, and more importantly, get some fishing accomplished. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, we got our bait right here. No, we're not using Israeli couscous. We got some green crabs in here. And no, this isn't all of them. I've literally bought 6 dozen crabs for today. I don't plan on using them all, but I figured whatever I've left for today, I'm gonna throw in the freezer, and I'll either use it next time or even save for the spring, because crabs are much harder to come by at bait and tackle stores that time of year. This is the main pool of crabs that I'm using. And then I have another old Chinese food container right here. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put, as I get to my first spot, I'm gonna cut up the crabs, dump the pieces in the water, like the legs and the claws, and I'll keep the pieces in here, like probably 4, 5, 6 pieces. That way I don't have to keep cutting crabs as I'm going. And the idea is, obviously you're wondering, like, why don't I just cut up the crabs now? Part of bringing the bite together is just the chum overboard, you know, throwing the pieces, throwing the crab juices and parts overboard that you're not gonna use for bait really stirs the fish up. So we're gonna wait till we get to our first spot and start cutting up crabs, and then hopefully we put together a nice bite and with some keepers in the mix. I imagine it's probably be a lot of shorts at first, and if that's all that's happening, I'm gonna move deeper and someplace a little more isolated. But it worked for us last time. Let's see if the spot can yield a keeper or two. All right, first spot. I've already cut up some green crabs, threw the parts overboard. This is one of the spots I fished last time. Left a pin. Tide's definitely moving more than it was last time though, so not super precise at anchoring. That's one of my weaknesses, but let's see how we do. It's pretty shallow. We just threw a bunch of parts overboard. See if anyone's home. Yeah, so this particular session was about a week after the last video I posted, and unlike that session, there was definitely a lot more people on the water, which wasn't a surprise. I started off going out quite a bit further than I did in the previous video, and part of that just was because how low the tide was. So if I was in the same area I was, you know, finishing for Tautog last time, you know, some of those rocks would have been borderline exposed out of the water. So I went a bit further out, started about, I don't know, 12 to 15 feet, and found some fish, but the bite was just not super strong. So I obviously made use of the anchor a lot more today too. The tide was moving a lot stronger, so, you know, drifting would not have been a wise option. I don't think it would have worked well, and just was bouncing around a lot of spots trying to find fish. So here was the first part of the session. Yeah. Well, I got to start somewhere. And we'll start with you. No skunk is better than skunk, even if it's all small fish. Okay, skunk is out of the boat. Nothing impressive, but we got to start somewhere. See if we can build up a better bite over here. Start small, work our way to big. Already getting bit again, so that's good. That little tiny piece of crab, porgy, a little smaller than I want. It's probably like an on-the-line keeper. We start seeing a lot of these guys, we're gonna pick up and move. It's not why we're here. Get some big scup, I'll think about keeping them. I think it's a Tautog. Yeah, little guy, but not a terrible short. If you're down there, there should be some bigger ones. All right, this current's moving, so let's see if maybe a little more weight will make this a more productive bite. So I know this thing's moving around down there. There we go. Getting better. Catch a few more in this size range and it's worth hanging around. That's better. That's definitely a Tautog. Better Tautog. Not a big one, but better. Alright, we'll give this spot maybe 10 more minutes. And if we don't get anything more substantial, we're gonna move. Tell it I just dropped a bunch of crabs. Look at that. The screen just lit up. Because I just threw all those crab parts off the boat. So let's see what this does to the bite. Look at that. That's night and day different. They're all like mid-size. If they were a little bigger, I'd be more confident there's a keeper down there, but this is like not the ideal. But happy we're getting something, but we're not gonna put every crab in this basket unless we see keepers soon. New spot. Let's see how we do here. There's definitely fish around. I was getting bites when I wasn't even anchored up. We're definitely marking life too. I don't know if those are blackfish, but I was getting bites before, so it's always a good sign. Missed that hook set. Alright, well there's fish here too. Still not a keeper, but let's see if there's some bigger ones once we try and get a feeding frenzy started. Alright, we just cut up a few crabs and we just got a short, so let's see if that got the bite a little heated up. That last fish was very eager to jump on. Got you that time. Well, they're not a terrible short, but still not really close to keeper size. See if we can get another one on this piece.
Yeah, so after getting that last fish, all I was really getting was small hits, and it was really sporadic, so I decided to just bounce around a lot, and I'll spare you that video footage, but a lot of the spots I was finding, there's a lot of people out, even whether you can see them or not. There just wasn't much going on. Whatever there was small, so I kept, hitting up different pieces of structure, and this particular spot that I'm at right here, I almost passed up. I was en route to somewhere else, and I just barely noticed these boulders on my chart on my phone and thought it might be a good place to check out because they weren't super prominent, and I will say thank goodness I did because this ultimately was the rest of my blackfish fishing for this day. Again, not very obvious boulders, and I think for that reason what ended up happened here because this spot's very easy to overlook if you're not looking for it. So let's check out how it went.
What's this? This feels like a toadfish. Indeed. I know I said I'd keep one of these, but I'll get one a little bigger. Yeah, here's one that I had last time too, because we got my crab. Nice try. Nice try. Come on. Look at that. That's the bait I dropped. Just ambushing it. Little fish. That's a tug. That's better. Oh, that's definitely better. Oh, darn. That's a good sign, though. That was a keeper, but definitely better than the one I just caught. All right, we're starting to put a bite together. That's a porgy. You know what? Screw it. We'll keep some porgies, make some porgy filet sandwiches. But actually, you know what? We're not keeping anything until we keep a tog, or it's gotta be a monster porgy. Oh, that's a good bite. That's a better one for sure. I'll net him. Yeah. Come on, get in there, get in there. Oh, that's what we're talking about. That's a keeper. Oh yeah. It's gonna be close, actually. All right, let's see what we got. And we have to work for this fish. Yeah, he's tail 17 and change. Nice. All right. Now we can keep some porgies. All right, well, it looks like we did get this fish on camera, which is awesome. Definitely worked hard for it. And I like to think we also worked hard for the seltzer of the day. So here we go. Stop and Shop brand. Because trying to save a few pennies. Black cherry. Sweet taste of victory. So yeah, if you like seltzer, I would definitely give this a spin. I'd give this like an 8. You know, nothing too special. But better than an 8 is this channel. So while you're here, if you can hit the like button, subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me. And hopefully we're gonna get a few more buddies for this guy. And now that we got a tog in the boat, I'm willing to keep anything that's legal. So let's make it happen. All right, I was surprised that was as quality of fish as it was, because he wasn't really fighting that hard. But he's the right size, so no complaints there. Let's see if he's got any friends down there. Already getting bit. The one that we lost before that felt much better than him. That's a good fish. Feels. Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh yeah. Whoa yeah. Wow. Big fish. Big fish. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 4 or 5 pounder. Let's go. Oh man. Sick. What a slaunch. That's what I'm talking about. Turn of fortune. Let's get a measure on this guy. Probably like 19, 20. Maybe not 4 pounds, but well, maybe, I don't know. He's not that big, like 18 and a half. Still sick though, look at that thing. All right. Turn of fortune, I tell you what. Almost didn't even fish in this spot. Look at that guy compared to this guy. That's no match right there. All right, quite the turn of events. Not a monster, probably pushing 4 pounds. I don't know, blackfish are different than other fish, very dense meat, but yeah, that thing's probably in the neighborhood of 4, if I had to guess. Let's see if we can get one more to finish the limit, and then we can just fish for fun and hopefully get some porgies now that I'm cleaning fish. And even one of those oyster toads would be cool. All right, let's finish the trilogy. No way. That's a porgy. Sure, why not? We're keeping porgies if he's big enough. 10-incher. I think he'll make 10. Keeping fish now. No reason to hold back. All right, we just got a 11-inch porgy in the last one. I'm trying to keep a few porgies to make some fish sandwiches for lunch or dinner. Figure this is really the last shot to get into some good meat, so make the most of it. And now I'm sure I won't catch any of those oyster toadfish, but maybe we will. I don't care. Simmer down, buddy. That's an all right fish. It's a porgy. That's a tog. Alright, just got another nice short. Got a feeling there could be another nice keeper here. Or at least some more porgies. Could be good. Yeah, he's alright. A lot of nice shorts over here, that's a good sign. There's a lot of like nice shorts, there definitely could be some good keepers. They're all like 10 inches. If they're all under 10 inches though, then that's a problem. Like if that was the biggest fish and everything else was smaller, forget it, but that's like the average size over here. That might be a toad. Doesn't feel like a tog. Now he feels like a tog. Feels good too, actually. That might be a limit. I think that's a limit. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Talking about. Wow, we just went from 0 to hero in a matter of like 25 minutes. Pretty sure that fish will keep. And I hope he does because he choked it. Alright, let's see what we got. Choked it. That fish. Yeah, 17. So that's number 3, and that's our limit. So now we're just fishing for fun for tog. Let's see if we can get some porgies or something. Maybe go deep and get some sea bass. Go, folks, another tog limit. Now we're just fishing for porgies and for fun and maybe some sea bass. Let's just hit this spot up a little more. If we get a nice tog, it'll be cool, but just fishing for fun now. Alright, just catch and release now, tog. Hoping for some porgies, toadfish, sea bass. I'm gonna go deep for sea bass in a little bit, but just fish this spot a little longer since it's so hot. Oh man, good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. What is this? Big. Really big. Really big. Really big. Wow. Even bigger than that one I think I got before. Jeez. This is insane. Holy crap, what a tog day. This one's got to go back too. It's another like 17, 18 incher. Oh man. Awesome. Throwing back big ones now. Well, dang, this day really turned around. Just letting go of keepers now. See if we can get a true bulldog. Another nice fish. Jeez. This spot, holy crap. Wow. Dude. Oh my God, look at that thing. We'll net them. We're going right back in. That's as big as that other one. Good God. It's probably like another 17, 8, well, pushing 18-inch fish. Unreal, so chunky. So chunky. Just giving the tog away today. 17, 18 probably. So cool. Another nice tog, 17 to 18 incher. We get another keeper size one. That's a double limit. First time I ever done that before. I mean, heck, I'm usually lucky if I just eke out one limit. Unprecedented for me. I'm no master togger though. This doesn't feel as impressive, but it's a tog. Feisty little guy. Let's see if we make another fish at that. Man, we are just having a ball today. That might be a porgy. Nope, it's a tog. No, you're not welcome in here. All right, give this one more, at least one more round with the crabs. Sure I can catch the fish here all day, but it'd be nice to see if we can get some sea bass or weak fish. That's a nice fish. Nice fish. That's double limit right there. Big, big tog. Nuts, man. It's never like this. That's double limit right there. Solid female. Jeez, man. Whoa. Just so y'all know, this one's not super long, but it's very thick. About 17 thereabouts. Flop before I can hold them steady, but 17-inch female. All right, just rounded a double limit of tog. Obviously, everything after the first three went back, but just for fun, see if we can make a triple.
Yeah, after getting that last tog, I kept fishing in this area for, another probably 15 or 20 minutes and got a few nice shorts and some porgies that I kept, but afterwards I just decided I'd save the crabs I had for a later session since I already have my tog limit and try and go deep, see if I can get into some sea bass or weak fish or whatever I might find. So Yeah, could have stayed here probably for another hour or so, maybe even more, but I figured it would be better to do a little exploration, so that's what I did.
All right, we got our limit of tog. We got 3 porgies, which is all I really need for them, but I'll keep a few more if I get them. We're gonna go out deeper and see if we can get into some sea bass or weak fish. I'm not gonna go as deep as I did last time just because it got really snotty, and I don't foresee that happening today, but let's just not make that an option. Plus, I'm not looking to fish too much longer. I gotta work tomorrow and gotta clean these fish, etc. So even run a few errands when I get home. So let's go out deep, a little bit deeper, see if we can jig up and hopefully get on some sea bass. All right, let's see if we can get some sea bass or weak fish. If I get a small keeper weak fish, I'll actually keep it. Never kept one and gave it an honest effort by itself. What could this be? Porgy? Sea bass? Did not take long. Feels alright. It's sea robin. Of course. Of course. It's the one thing I'm not keeping today. Don't need a sea robin for any reason. Come on, buddy. There he is. Yep, that's a sea bass. That's a sea bass. Sea bass are a big porgy. Hoping a sea bass though. All right, it wasn't for nothing. I knew there'd be some out here. Had to work for them though. All right, folks, that was a solid day of fishing. And while the deep stuff didn't really pan out the way I hoped it would, it was still fun, you know, get out there, try something a little different. You know, you never know when you're gonna pull up out of those depths sometimes, but today wasn't the day. But we got those blackfish, you know. It was a really tough bite this morning. I think one of the keys was just, you know, not getting complacent in any one thing. You know, I found fish fairly early, but they were never really that thick. So, you know, give a spot a set amount of time, and if it's not meeting your expectations, it might be time to move on. And that's ultimately what worked for us. Part of it, I think, had to do with the tide just being kind of crummy when we got in. It was a very low tide, so the areas that worked well for me last time were very shallow and getting shallower. So going deep was, or deeper I should say, was definitely the way to go. And even more so finding pieces of structure that maybe most people overlook. I think that was also very key. Clearly no one had been you know, harvesting a lot of fish off that spot. I probably could have stayed there and kept catching fish, but obviously we wanted to try and do something a little different, and I'm glad we did. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry if it's a little too similar to the last video. I'm gonna try and maybe hit up a different spot next time. Not sure where, not sure for what, but hopefully it'll be something good that you'll want to check out. So thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one, and of course, goodbye from fishing. Oh, and like and subscribe while you're here, folks. Catch you later.